right, let's get ready to show you what we're going to work on here on this truck here. And right here we have this little bitty ding. It's about $1 to $1/2 size. But anyway, here's the bigger one, and we'll show you how this was repaired. And also at the end I will show you all the tools that I used in this repair, and you can kind of see what it took to get this thing fixed up and looking like new again. This repair came out very nice. Here's this little dent here. It's in between $1 to $1/2. Anyway, you can see it pretty good right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to go up through this hole right here. And if everything goes right, I should be able to get right up to that guy. So I will show you what tool I'm going to attempt to use here in just a second and see if we can get to it. Alright, so I'm going to try to use this Dent Craft double bend right here and see if it'll go through this hole. Fixed many dents in this area before. Just have to see if this is one that's going to work. And the answer is yes, I can get right to it. So, since I can get right there with this, I will now show you how I can do the repairs. This aluminum F250 dent ended up going pretty quick. I think this dent here took me a little bit over 3 minutes to complete. If it was not for the fact that it had good access, it would have took a lot longer in this area. You might even have to pull the door glass out sometimes or whatever. But this here, due to that hole, made it repair very quickly. Even though it was aluminum, it came out very quick and nice. And right here, I'm going to tap down a little bit of a high spot that I've got, and then just do a little bit more pushing, and it'll be finished in just a little bit. Stay tuned and watch this bedside. The dent in this bedside was a pretty deep dent. So I'm going to remove this bed cap here so I can gain some access to get to this dent, because I need all the power I can get on it. And then as soon as I get that done, I'm going to clean off the top of it so I don't get all the dirt on me. And now I'm going to set up the heat gun here, because I need to keep continual heat on this the whole time I'm pushing it to ensure that I don't crack the paint.
tap a little bit of a crown that is up above this dent here, and it released a lot of pressure, and you can see pretty quickly that a lot of this dent came up faster than it was. Sometimes you just got to find what's holding the dent, and it'll let it move a whole lot quicker and save you a lot of time on the repair, and also keep you from having to push so hard, which can also keep you from having to crack the paint on accident because you're having to push harder than what you should have to get the repair done. So here I am again going tap down that little high spot on the top side, and then we're going to go back and push it back out and make it look good here in just a second. So I'm doing some final pushes here, little bitty minuscule pushes in between little lows. And then I'm going to take the heat gun down and put my little holder back.
There, you see we got a high right there. You gotta get this knocked down a little bit, and just a little bit low here and here. So, and this is a little bit high right here. So first thing I'm gonna do is knock down the highs, then I'll come back and push up the lows. You can see right there. All right, I'm going to sand out a few little scuffs here, and then I'm going to get ready to buff and polish this just a little bit, and we will show you the end results and see what you think. I was happy with the way it came out.
Well, you can see this came out very nice. Like and subscribe to the channel if you would, and leave a comment of what you think about this video also. But I think this came out very nice, and I appreciate all the views. Now let's put this thing back together.
Alright, so I'm going to show you every single tool here that was used, and this is all it took to get this repair done. Got the hammer, tap stick, root beer tip, whale tail, which I used to take off the bed cap, a couple of dent, all three of these Dent Craft door tools, hook tools, whatever you want to call them. PDR finesse with this tip on it right here. You can see that jagged little booger. This blending hammer works pretty good, a little bit heavier than I like, but I use it a lot. And compound, a buffer, another Dent Craft double bend, shorter Dent Craft double bend, little adjustable door latch tool here, which I've had since 2011, alcohol cleaner, and then the heat gun holder, and obviously the heat gun. And of course I cannot forget this light stand, and right there is the light and where it comes from. And there's all the brightness, colors you can change. Use both colors, turn off colors, whatever you want to do.
Cult dent tamers for all your door dings, large dents, hail damage in the East Tennessee area.